Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage. And yes, maybe I'm going to do something crazy. I'm thinking of something what I'm going to do this summer. I'm going to change spark plugs in a couple of my vehicles over to, well, I'm just going to try them. Nobody get after me on this. I just want to see how good they are for maybe 5,000 to 10,000 kilometers and then take them out again and take a look at them. But I got three vehicles I'm going to change them over on. And you know what? I've seen the A premium spark plugs, and I gotta tell you, every part I bought from A premium, their oil filters, any other part I bought from them, have always turned out to be really good quality. Yes, made in China, but I gotta say, A premium. Ooh, gonna put these in my Honda Civic 2018. I'm putting new spark plugs in it, and I chose these. They are Iridium. So they should work out just fine, hopefully. Yes, and there's four of them in here. 100% performance testing, 100% new premium components, meet or exceed original equipment specifications. I don't know if it's going to do that because um, the originals in my Honda are NGK Iridium. So, and did I say NDK or NDJ? NDK Iridium, not laser Iridium though. Sadly, but cool here. It gives you a what is it? Torque spec to put these in with, and here we are here. So let me pull one out and take a. We'll take a look at these ones. These ones are for my Honda, like I said. So pull these out. I have two other cases here, by the way, that I'll show you also. And there we go. 12 millimeter head on these. So they're pretty, Let's take that off. Yeah, look at these. If it would focus right. So I am going to take a look at these underneath the microscope, the tips. So that could be exciting. Do you hear a cat around here? Okay. Oh yeah, I hear. Oh, right. I'm cooking supper, so the cat is in the kitchen, trying to get at my supper. So I tell you, these look like they're very well made, and well, I did want to test with a magnet to see this. Oh, I was looking for something else. Now, I would have loved to have used this with a spark plug tester to test these, but I don't think my spark plug tester is working. So let us test from where it threads in to here. Yeah, it works here. Of course it does. From here to here. Yep, of course it does. It's all one piece. Why wouldn't it work? I see people testing spark plugs with their multimeter, and I find it to be quite hilarious. Yeah. So what? It's got a signal. Let's test from up here to the tip. No, of course it's not gonna work. Right. It doesn't work that way, does it? No, it actually doesn't. But the ground works. So there we go. The ground works. But I really do wish I could have had a spark plug tester and use it there. But that's fine. Uh, you know what? Before I test any of these, or not, I'm not testing. Before I actually show under the microscope any of these, let me bring in the other two. That one's for the Subaru. And another A premium. Whoa, we got to back up here. Woo. There we go. Another A premium for the Isolantra GT. Now, this is with the coils and everything because she has a bad coil on her car when we put it away last year. I noticed, oh, bad coil. It's not sparking. I checked it. It wasn't working right. So expect me to show a complete coil and spark plug change on that car. Ooh, look at these coils. Nothing like performance when you put red in stuff. Nice. These are weighty. Wow. These are very weighty. That's in something. Better not play with those. I'll break them. I better not mix these spark plugs up. Nah, I'm not gonna mix them up. This one's a. It's not a 12 mil. Maybe it's. Maybe it is a 12 mil.
No.
But yeah, this one looks. What's the number on this? LK7RFI8. Iridium. What's the number on this one? Oh, it's totally different. It's an SP93 or SP93501. Totally different. Okay. So these are different, of course. That's going to look nice on my wife's car, though, and hopefully it'll run good. And I'll do some, of course, made in China. There's the number for this kit. You can get it on Amazon. That's the number. So let me move that out of the way. And let me bring in, I had to get a new coil for my Subaru. So I decided, oh, you know what? They sell a whole kit. Get the whole kit. There's the number, made in China again, of course. That's the number. So this is for a 2000, well, my Subaru's 2006. So I got a 2006. This is very, very nice. This is not a cheaply made kit. I like it. This feels, everything feels competent in these kits, you know. And they're not terribly expensive. Like, you can get cheaper, but as I said before, A Premium has always done good by me. This is not sponsored. There doesn't seem to be much gap there. Yeah, there is a gap there. What is this one? A BK5REIX11. Iridium, of course. So I'm going to test that out too. Let me just put that one over there. And I'm not testing it. Why do I keep saying testing? I'm going to look at them under the microscope at the tips to see how well they're made. And you can always tell something if it's just, if you look, I wish I had a cheap spark plug here to show you how bad a badly cheap Chinese spark plug is made, probably compared to these more expensive, good looking spark plugs. So I got the three of them sitting here. 12 mil. I think that's 12 mil. Might not be. Nah, I'm pretty sure it is. Honda, Elantra GT, Subaru. So let me get the Honda one first underneath the microscope and we'll take a good look at it. So there we are at the high setting. We're only 1,000 in. 1,000? No, I mean, we're 100. We're not even at 100 in. I think we're at 50 in. We're at 50 in right now. I'm going to get closer, but that does look like good workmanship there, doesn't it? Not too bad. This is the spark plug for the Honda. The number of this one is the SP93501. So this one doesn't look too bad so far, but we're going to get her in even closer. Let's just step it up. Let's get right in there to 500 and take a look at it. So there we are at 500. This is not easy to do, by the way. Spark plugs do not like to stay, they're kind of round. They like to roll. But I got a little clippy on the end of it there. So it's working so far. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. I still think, wow, where am I at? Actually, I'm only in at 600. Let's probably go in another 200 tops and see how well it looks at that. Actually, the tip looks very nice, the Iridium tip. The closer we go, the more we see. Well, you can see that. Actually, I think I can get that a little clearer. There we go. I got her clear. We're at 400 in. I think I can go more on this, and we can get an even closer look at the tip here, just to see how well it looks. And yeah, let's do that. So there we are, 200 in, and it doesn't look too bad. That's why this is probably a premium part. You get it? You see how I dropped the name there? Yes, that's what I did. So far, these Honda spark plugs look great. Next, we'll take a look at the Elantra GT, and we'll see how good those ones look. So here we are with the spark plugs for the Elantra. These are the LK7RFI-8 Iridium. And I believe these are like double iridium on the ground strap, and iridium tip. So these are like, well, double iridium. And yeah, it looked pretty good. I'm only, well, I'm at 800 looking at these. So yeah, that looks stunning so far. So far, I'm really liking these premium guard. That's oil filter, you idiot. These A premium. My wife's laughing at me. These A premium spark plugs. So far, these things are looking really nice. So here we are now at 400 times in, and wow, look at that. You can actually see something. You might think it's rust, but I think it's actually a spray coating they put on these to make sure maybe that they wouldn't rust. I don't even know if iridium rusts or anything, but I think they did put a coating on here, or it is what do you call that? Solder, not solder. What do you call that stuff? Oh, my word. Okay, I know what the word is now, but I'll just say it. Well, the wife just said it. She said flux. I know you probably couldn't hear her. She just yelled it across the room. She couldn't. That's women for you. Ay, ay, ay. Wives. But let's get in closer now, because this does look like a great job also. Okay, we're in really close on this one. That might not be flux. It might be some sort of, I don't know. I don't know. But whatever it is, it'll burn off in the spark. How hot does a spark run inside a motor? How hot is that spark? I would say the power of the sun, right? Maybe I'll look that up and write it in here somewhere. But you can see it looks pretty good on both sides. Actually, it looks better on camera than actually looking through the microscope. So, yeah, that does look fantastic. Um, well, okay, we got one more to look at, and it's an iridium, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even know these ones had double platinum, but it kind of excites me now to put these in the wife's car. So here we are looking at the BK5REIX-11 Iridium spark plug from A Premium. So there we go. We're looking at it. We're at about, I think it's 800. It says there 800 magnification. And yeah, so far, this one looks fantastic. There's no special thing though. One thing I must say about the Honda spark plugs before we go on is that there is a pad on the Honda spark plug too. And maybe I can show you that at the end to prove that there is a pad on there, but it's made out of platinum. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, you can see these ones. These ones don't look too bad. Yeah, Iridium. And here we are at 400 in. And there, yeah, you can see there's no pad. You can see up here where there's some little welding balls. Or I don't know how they weld these. I really don't. So, but there is some little balls here of, what do you call that? Magma. What jumped? Oh, that was not an earthquake. That was my cat jumping off of a table, and it just shook the whole floor. That was so neat. But yes, 400 in. Let's just get her right to 100 and see what we got. And there we go. And looking at that iridium tip there. Yeah, yeah, everything looks like they're really done really nice on these A premiums. So I am very happy with this purchase that I got, and I'll be able to put all of these in. You know, we got a little bit of things, floaties here for all the welding. All of that'll off, I'm sure. You should see what a real spark plug looks like. It's much worse. These look much, much better. Wish I could find one. I didn't have any out in my garage or anything, any old terrible new looking spark plugs. I try not to buy terrible ones. It's either NGK, Denso, now maybe A Premium. Let me show you that grounding platinum strap on the Honda plugs. So there's that grounding platinum strap, or that platinum piece they put on there. You know, they just welded that on there. Pretty neat. And see, they ground it away a bit and then put the pad there. And well, they got it on there. So I'm just holding this, so you know, it's hard to set it up at this angle, so I'm just holding it here. But you know, at least it has something. So would you try any of these? Like, I'm going to try them and see how well they work. Honda, Elantra, Subaru. See which ones. I'm going to try all three in the vehicles that we drive through the summer. I'll put 10,000 kilometers on them. I'll check them after that and see how well they look. So in the future, after I drive 10,000 kilometers on them, well, check it out. I'll have a video out sometime probably in the fall time of how well these spark plugs worked. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.